because they want answers, like our first guest, who says unexplainable events just keep happening inside her house. She even went as far as to say that there's a ghost. She hired a ghost hunter, and the ghost hunter came by to see if he could find something, but the results were inconclusive. Take a look at this.
We've moved in this home. Will be 2 years this month. The first time we heard the children's voices, I was hearing it through the baby monitor. I had to make sure it was not my own children. We don't have neighbors close by. It was really creepy when we realized that it wasn't our children. We hear footsteps stomping through the house. The footsteps slammed the back door, walked through the kitchen, through the door which was closed, down the hall, into the baby's room, right up to the baby monitor, and started shouting some garbled thing. I was just so scared, my hair stood up. It was determined to say something to me. I wanted to ask Sylvia who was in the house. Do they mean any harm, or do they just have something to say?
That's crazy. Please welcome Linda to the show. What was the question that you had for Sylvia?
Well, I wanted to know who exactly is in the house. I feel badly that to think of a ghost that's 2 years old. I have a 2-year-old and I have a baby, and it just really makes me sad.
See, what you have here is what we call, they used to call them pox, P-O-X, pox houses. In other words, people that got smallpox would have to have, like they do, I don't know if anybody watched, you know, some time ago, American Idol, where they had all those kids in Kenya, which I wanted to take all home and adopt, but the kids that were sick, I mean, the parents that were sick, they put all the children in a house away from the parents, and that's where you live, right over the site.
Now, would that house carry bad things with it?
No, it's an imprint.
But 2 children died in this home back in the 90s.
Yeah, but see, I think that would have been, well, I don't know, I don't think anything's coincidental, but I think that added to it. Do you see what I mean? You know, when I say layers upon layers, you don't like that, but there really is layers.
So what you're seeing aren't the kids that passed in the 1990s?
I didn't think they were, because...
No, it's too far back.
I thought it was further back. I have heard them singing. I have heard them playing and laughing. And I didn't think it was because the children that were killed, one was the right age, but the other one was older. She looked a lot like my older daughter.
Yeah, but see, if you have what they call a pox house, or a house where they took children, you know, like now they're trying to take the kids in Kenya away from the parents that have HIV, and put them in a safe house.
And then part of that is because of what's going on in Africa.
Oh,
it's just crazy. I mean, people believe that if, in fact, you had sex with a virgin, no matter how young that is, that takes away HIV. So that's why so many kids
I know, it's so terrible. It's
crazy. But this was a different spot, different era, different time.
Yeah, and I would really go around the place and bless it, not because it's evil, only because I would release whatever negative energy is there. Do you see what I'm saying?
That would help them cross over?
Well, it's not so much that they're caught, it's an imprint. See, everything in life makes an imprint. Yeah, let's say this building was torn down, and 100 years from now, they would get an impression of you and I and Montel, and they'd say there's a woman there and a man and another woman.
But that's not
a ghost. No, it's our imprint that
just
we made.
Energy that's here in the space.
Yeah.
So if she blesses the house, she can get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, now, does it have anything to do with the one who stomps around the house? My husband has been physically pulled on and hit.
I think this was a keeper that was there, you know. And I think he was trying, I don't think he meant anything about it. I think he was trying to keep everybody out in case they would infect the children.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the answer. So she's gone. And in several of your books talk about what you're supposed to do if you want to try to bless the house.
You bless the house. You can make your own holy water by putting it in the sun and making the sign of the cross over 3 times. You know, holy water, crucifix.
Now, I had tried that because there was, you know, I had come to an incident where it really freaked me out. My skin crawled over what had happened. And I did. I told them to go find Jesus. I told them to
go to the Christ consciousness.
But they didn't go away. They just left the house. They ended up in my son's room, which wasn't part of the house at the time.
Yeah.
And they didn't go away. So I says, well,
no,
I know
but
you're
keep
still
it up,
there.
Though. Keep it up. No,
Yes?
and put salt around the house, because that's been used at every sacrament, you know, salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that'll help.